You know what they say about
Giving up?
giving up?
What? No way! All right, species number 4, the elusive Northern Rubber Boa. These guys are super hard to find, but we've got a spot that they seem to turn up fairly regularly. I should say that it wasn't us who found it. Andrew actually found this guy, or girl we think, underneath a rock over by the lake. We moved over to a quieter spot because there's lots of activity going on around there. But check this girl out. She's got these real tiny scales and they're extremely smooth to the touch, and a bright yellow underbelly, and we absolutely love these snakes. They are just so cool, so gentle, so docile. They'd make great pets, but you're not allowed to take them out of the wild in British Columbia. They are all protected. But yeah, just wonderful, wonderful snakes. Species number 4, awesome. So one thing you'll notice about these rubber boas is that their tail looks very similar to their head. And the reason for that is because these guys will go down into rodent burrows, and as they're in there looking for rodent young and eggs, oftentimes they've got to be prepared for an angry mother coming back to the entrance of the hole. And so they've got this tail that's hard, it's quite solid there, and it mimics their head. And that, number 1, helps them to withstand a bunch of scratches from rodents and other things that are trying to attack them. It also helps them if birds are attacking them, that they present this tail, they'll point it upwards so that the animal thinks that they're attacking its head, when really they're just attacking its tail, and the snake's head is completely fine. So if you look really close on this snake, it's actually got a number of scratches and old battle scars the whole way up along its body. And these are from different incidents with predators or prey that fights back. And so that's what causes all these different scars down this animal's body. But she is a perfectly healthy individual and an absolute pleasure to deal with. Alright, so we put this rock back as best as we can, and we are going to let this lovely Northern Rubber Boa back into her home. And there she goes. Okay, that was pretty cool. That's species number 4, which means that we've got 2 more to go. We got to find the Northern Pacific Rattlesnake and the common garter snake. But that's pretty good, 4 for 6 on this trip so far. We'll let you know if we find anything else. Alright, we're going to try some road cruising this evening. Again, we're looking for rattlesnakes in this area and common garter snakes. We've seen both road cruising on this road before, so we're going to give it our best effort and we'll let you know if we see anything. And as per tradition, we found a deer. make that 2 deers, maybe 3. So we found a little skunk, and I'm going to try and get close enough for video without getting attacked. He's pretty cute. A little juvenile rubber boa. This is number 2 on the day. He is so cute. Andrew's in the car behind us, so we'll have to wait a couple minutes for him. But this guy is absolutely adorable. We'll get a better light on him in a minute so that you can see him better. But check him out. So tiny. Awesome. He's much lighter in color than the adults are. Most of the adults we find are much darker brown. This guy's a very light brown. You know what they say about
giving up?
Giving up?
What? No way!
Right at the entrance.
Serious?
Right here.
Cow!
Just a
2
little,
in one day.
a tiny one.
Oh my goodness. Best day ever.
Right?
Wow, that is awesome. Cool. I'm so stoked.
Alright, so this little guy was out crossing the road. It's pretty cool this evening. Road temp was around 20 degrees Celsius, so alright for a snake like this, but this is just a young guy, completely blemish free compared to the last one we saw earlier today. Just an awesome find. We don't get these back in Alberta, and so it's a real treat to get to see them when we're out here. So my wife's giving me a hard time because she's actually the one who spotted it from the car, so props to her. Another find from the wife team of Herping, BC. So as we're looking at this guy, we noticed that he's got a meal in him. Right back there, he's a little bit wider than everywhere else. Scales are just a tiny bit distended. It's tough to tell with how small these scales are, and especially on a smaller snake like this. But that is awesome to see that he's doing well and is able to track down food out here. So we looked earlier at the yellow belly pattern on the adult, but if you look here, this yellow belly pattern it's a little different because it sort of blends almost into the color of this young rubber boa, and it's really interesting to see the different color variations that you find out here. The adults tend to be a lot darker in this region, and the young are definitely a lot lighter, but it's really cool how it almost blends, it almost fades into that yellow coloration on his belly. But super beautiful snake. We're going to take him back to exactly where we found him and let him on his way tonight. Alright, so we saw this guy crossing the road, so we went in the direction that he was pointed and found a spot just off the road a little bit for him to go. He's got some rocks in the background there to go and hide in for the night, or he can continue on doing what he was doing. So we just finished releasing that young rubber boa back into the wild, and funny enough, we were about to give up when we spotted that last guy. We were basically on our way off this road and gonna head home for the evening, and it's of course when you finally give up that you always find something. But naturally, since we found something, now we have the need to go back out and give one more pass before heading home. So hopefully we find something. If not, this is the last you'll hear from us for this part of the video. So just walking along the path. This is in situ, how we found him. Dang. Pretty ideal snake catching weather we have here.
hail, and rain. But we found a snake like 10 minutes ago, so who knows what's going on.
So, believe it or not, it is raining all around me. We've even walked through hail. Right under this rock is our Northern Pacific Rattlesnake, species number 5 out of 6. We have climbed down some very steep terrain here. Shout out to our buddy Andrew, who bravely came down here and found the snake. And that's all I have to say about that right now. We're here with the deadly, the elusive, the amazing Northern Pacific Rattlesnake. Believe it or not, it's raining all around me. We've climbed up this treacherous mountainside, climbed down it. We've gone through hail and snow and rain and mosquitoes, only to find this beauty. And she is a beauty, and she is deadly.
So here's a better look at our Northern Pacific rattlesnake. We believe it's a she. She's the only venomous species on the 6 that we're trying to find. You see the rattle going, she's flicking her tongue, investigating, but she's not striking at us. She's not chasing us. We're just keeping our distance and enjoying this pretty awesome looking snake.
Alright, so way on the far side of the ridge, we think we've spotted a bear. But he's pretty tough to see, and I'm zooming in a lot, so who knows how well this is going to work out. It's tough from this distance to tell if it's a black bear or a grizzly, but he's quite blonde colored. He appears to be eating berries. He's a berry bear. I'm sorry it's so shaky. He's really, really far away.
We are in no danger at all.
We have determined, based on his color and general shape, that he is either a grizzly bear, a black bear, or an extremely hairy person. Oh man, I'm sorry. You have now had a mild seizure from how much I'm shaking. If you like what you saw, click up here to subscribe, and to check out some of our other videos, click right up here.